So, John, what are you thinking about?
I'm just thinking about how I should probably tie my shoe. What are you thinking about, Avery?
You know, all day, all that's been on my mind is this Volkswagen scandal. You heard about it?
No, actually, I live under a rock.
So Avery, would you tell me a little bit about what the Volkswagen scandal was?
I can. So, basically what happened was some engineers at Volkswagen created a program that would cause the car's emissions testing to be much lower when it was in a lab than what it actually was in the real world. So, say I take the car and I go to the lab and I test it. The emissions might be on a scale of here to here. The emissions might be here, okay? But in real life, emissions are more about right here. As a matter of fact, maybe even up here. So that's basically what happened, and a couple of college kids figured out that there was some shady stuff going on, and now everyone knows about it, and everyone's pretty upset.
Hey, how you doing on the code, Daniel?
Give me a second. Almost got it. It's almost here. I got it. Guys, I got it. What'd you find, other Volkswagen engineer? Come see.
Wow, those emissions are pretty low. The lowest.
What you doing?
So you know how I told you today that all I could think about was that Volkswagen scandal?
Yeah, what's the big deal?
So I've been doing some research, and there were just a lot of bad ethical choices that they made.
What ethical principles were broken in the scandal? Who's to blame?
You know, that's a good question. What ethical principles were broken in the scandal? Well, upon my research, I found there were many, okay? The National Society of Professional Engineers published a code of ethics, and they have 6 fundamental canons engineers should follow. Multiple were broken. One of the many things that they broke was this sub-canon, and I quote, "Engineers shall not permit the use of their name or associate in business ventures with any person or firm they believe is engaged in fraudulent or dishonest enterprise." It also mentions that engineers must report any sign of sketchy behavior. And here's a big one. Engineers shall avoid deceptive acts. In this case, the engineers lied about the emissions. Well. 2 Volkswagen engineers. What you guys did makes me wonder. Do you guys know the Volkswagen Code of Ethics? Do you know one canon? One! What is the Volkswagen Code of Ethics? Were there any loopholes you guys might have used to get around some stuff or to justify some of your actions?
The Volkswagen Code of Conduct can be found online. Strangely enough, one section states that the employees must remain secretive about what is going on in the company. The following quote is taken directly out of the Code of Conduct. "Silence must be maintained regarding work and matters within the company that are significant to the Volkswagen Group or its business partners, and that have not been made known publicly, such as, for example, product developments, plans, and testing." This is a bit alarming, but it also makes it important to know that the Volkswagen Code of Conduct can be different than the Engineering Code of Conduct. This goes to show that the employees are more concerned about keeping their jobs than they are concerned about doing the right thing.
The Volkswagen case showed a clear lack of ethics. In my future, I'm going to make sure that I keep the engineering fundamentals, including ethics, close to heart.
Hi, I'm Daniel Shirky. When I'm a professional engineer, I'm going to be sure not to exploit loopholes to create shortcuts in my project, because that's wrong.
Hi, I'm Avery Woodbury, and I'm a professional engineer. I will always report any fraudulent, suspicious, or deceptive activity. And I will always keep my hands clean.